He looks good, but he went on a tweet storm this morning, and I'm going to tell you what that was all about. He's on steroids. Clearly. You guys, you know that, right? He's on a steroid pack. If you've ever taken steroids, you know that first dose is a motherfucker. Oh my God. I have never felt that way in my life, and I've done any kind of hard drugs you can imagine. And just a steroid pack is insane. So you saw that tweet storm where he's tweeting in all caps and shit. The motherfucker just took his steroids. So I'm sure he feels amazing right now, and that's why he's ready to leave. I don't think in a couple of days he's going to feel as good. There's a lot of speculation, was he lying? No, I think he legitimately had it. We went over all the reasons why. I think he for sure had COVID on Friday. But I'm guaranteeing you. Here, let me pull it up. Exactly. I can't describe to you what a steroid pack feels like. So this was this morning. Peace through strength. Bring our soldiers home. Vote. Save our Second Amendment. Vote. This is a manic episode. This is a man who is manic, amplified by being on steroids. Hands down. Protect pre-existing conditions. Vote. He just endorsed Joe Biden because the Trump administration is suing to end pre-existing conditions. Right now, it's going through the courts. Better and cheaper health care. Vote. Man, that's a fucking Bernie Sanders endorsement, isn't it? Pro-life. Well, if you're pro-life, then I'd vote for Joe Biden because fuck, Trump killed a shit ton of people. Best VA ever, 91% approval rating. Is he talking about the Veterans Affair? What? Space Force, vote. Stock market highs, vote. And that's the reason why he did the little publicity stunt last night. I'm sorry, we were looking through his Twitter. I don't know if his motorcade has gone through yet. I really don't care. It was just a reason for me to be able to go on early. But we're going to watch his motorcade from last night because I've got some interesting footage from a couple different angles. There's multiple things going on there that we need to talk about. Holy shit. Also, to see that Carl Sagan was trending today. That's the shirt I have on. Hell Sagan. I don't know if I've ever wore this one on the air. One time I was working for a TV station in Alabama and I was wearing this shirt. I was walking through the hallway and the program director looks at me and goes, "Hell Saban." Yes. I'm like, "Hell Saban?" As in Chris Saban, the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll damn Tide. No, my shirt says Hell Sagan, as in Carl Sagan. With an S, as in billions with a B. Motherfuckers. So there, Trump is boarding Marine One. Now, if you join me on Friday, you will know that I said, oh, the helicopter has a name, Helicopter One or something like that. It's Marine One. My dumb high ass called it the wrong thing on Friday. Speaking of being high, I need to do that, don't I? We're in for a long night, and I am too sober for this shit. But I totally expect him to take a turn for the worse after he comes off of those steroids. Now, usual steroid packs, they last about 2 weeks. They give you that first dose, and it's a motherfucker. and then you like step down each day after. I don't know. It listed the steroids he's taking, dema something or other. Oh, another thing I was gonna say. So the weekend before Election Day, Breed Creed, you usually see him commenting. He was the person that I was talking to on election night 2016. After I was actually, I still worked in TV at the time, so obviously election night was a pretty big night. We cut our local coverage and cut to national coverage because obviously that's all anyone was talking about. So after I got off the air, 11:30 or whatever it was on election night 2016, I went home and I'm kind of watching the coverage on New York Times, and I'm talking to Breed Creed on the PlayStation Network, and we're going to relive that. We're going to pick up coverage about 9:30 on 2016, and we're going to watch as it goes from cheerful and rosy into like existential dread throughout the night. And I think about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning is when they finally announced him as the president. So we'll probably stream about 4 or 5 hours. We'll watch that election coverage and relive that. That'll be the Saturday or Sunday before this election. Guys, we're less than a month. We're like 28 days. Holy shit. Am I cutting what? What am I cutting? If you do comment, please, there's a slight delay, so sometimes I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. I'm all over the place. So you could be referring to something I talked about like fucking 10 minutes ago. Especially, you're looking at me all over the place right now because I'm fucking blah, 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 blah. White powder. I haven't done hard drugs in a very long time. Now, I'm not saying if I would turn them down if you offered them to me. Depends on what it is. Depends on my mood. I'm getting a little too old for that shit, though. I went home for Thanksgiving. This probably was 6, 7, 8 years ago. And my dad wakes me up early in the morning. And he wants me to go with him. So I'm like, all right, because like usually my dad wants me to go somewhere with him. He's wanting to do some fucking drugs. And he takes me to this dude's house. It's Thanksgiving fucking morning. This dude, it's 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. This dude like throws out a bag. He starts cutting up some coke on the table. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm still drinking my coffee. Throwing cocaine at me at like fucking 8:30 on a fucking Thanksgiving morning. I've led a very interesting life, guys. So there he goes. I've got this really cute video from Friday. You guys will enjoy this. This is when Marine One was taking off from the White House lawn on Friday. Good kitty. Get it, kitty. Such a sweet baby. I love that. I've watched that video over and over and over again.